let's move on. Powerballin drops. You have R. Kelly, Bun B, Lil Wayne, Lil Flip, Janet Jackson, David Banner, Nate Dogg. You had all kind of people on that album. I gotta ask, just for my own knowledge, you seen what happened to R. Kelly in recent years. Number one, when you made the song with R. Kelly, was y'all in the studio together? And number two, are you even surprised about how his life has turned out?
Okay, so listen, let me tell you something. When we talk manifest, let me tell you something. One time, I forgot where we was at. We was out of town. I want to say Minneapolis, Minnesota, something, but I ain't sure. Me and my road manager at the time was in this mall. We were talking about how we wanted to get R. Kelly on that song. Would you believe we was walking in this store and guess who was walking in with us?
Get out of here.
I can't make this up. My road manager will tell you. We was talking about getting him on that song. We was walking into the store. He and like two other people was walking in. And then that's when I told him. It was the most craziest thing. Like, seriously. And with what you said about how his life panned out in that situation, very unfortunate. Very, 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 very unfortunate. People tend to get a little too serious about that topic with him and what's going on. I'm not finna touch on all of that. I will say this. I've been around him in clubs and VIPs and everything with women, around him with women. I've only seen him be respectful to women. My personal experience. I've only seen him be respectful to women and have fun with women. And guess what? Older women. Women I watched them checking IDs and doing everything for them to come around us. So all the other stuff I don't know about. I just know about what my experience is and when I was around the individual.
Did you actually get to work with him in the studio, or did he do his lyrics somewhere else and fly him in?
So how that happened with R. Kelly, I was at my house, I remember. I did my parts. I had somebody kind of sing how I wanted him to do it and sent it to him. He did it, sent it back even better. So that's how we did that.
Got you.
And that's R. Kelly. That's one story. I got another one. Same Powerballin album. And you do realize, okay, I came out with Baller Baby. The first single was Baller Baby with just me. Then I came out with the remix with Lil Flip. And that was around the time him and T.I. was beefing. Him and T.I. had this beef going on. And I remember I would see T.I. around and, T.I. cool. And it'll just be one of the things like, what's up? Because of they beef going on, it was a little worried. And then that was the time him and Chris was kind of going at it too. So it was a lot of stuff going on. Janet Jackson. So, of course, Janet Jackson, icon. Michael Jackson, icon, may rest in paradise. I wanted Janet Jackson on that song. And so through Capitol Records and through Kenneth Creer, we made that happen. So one time I was at the studio recording, Larrabee Studios. They said, Chingy, call on line one. I'm like, who the hell calling me at the studio? I pick up the phone and you hear this soft voice. Hello, Chingy, how are you? It's Janet Jackson. So I'm about to piss on myself. I'm like, what the hell? She like, I love the record. I just love that song and I did. And I appreciate you for having me on it and just wanting me on a part of it. I was like, get the hell out of here. This is Janet Jackson I'm talking to on the phone, telling me she appreciated. So Kenneth Creer, who was her manager at the time, he used to be like, Janet Jackson loves you. She's always talking about how fine you are. She's always talking about how cute you are. She just thinks you're cute as a button and this and that. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? He almost made me flirt with Janet. I was like, really? But that's a story. I mean, a lot of people can't say that, about Janet Jackson, And so that's just a really, really cool story. Nate Dogg. I remember Nate Dogg coming to the studio with me and David Banner. We was Larrabee. That's where I worked at. Nate Dogg came in and he laid his part for the song. Back one more again, this Nate Dogg. May he rest in paradise. David Banner, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate every Bun B. I used to go and hang with Bun B and them down in Houston. And I remember when Pimp C got out of jail, we had a show. And Pimp C came to me and say, hey, Chingy, that them jeans, that was his shit in jail. That's what he said. My song, Them Jeans with Jermaine Dupri, he said, that was my shit in jail, Chingy. We got to do something. And Pimp C was like one of my, I was very inspired by Pimp C in the South. You had Easy on the West, you had Pimp C in the South. When it came to me and who I liked, that's how it was. And if you ever pay attention to the voices, you could tell. If you listen to Pimp C's high voice, easy voice, listen to my voice, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, Powerballin it still went platinum. I think like double platinum now, I ain't sure, but I think it is. That album was a very underrated album. It was a hot project.
I mean, the album did well.
It did.
It for sure was a platinum album. Could be double platinum now. I mean, it peaked at number 10 on the charts. I mean, this was by no means a flop. You didn't have a dud on your hand.
No, I didn't.
You're still
We only came out with one single. That's it. The Baller Baby and then a remix. We didn't come out with no other records.
Got you.
Yeah, Lil Wayne was on the album, 26s. Very influential in my career. I've been paying attention to Lil Wayne since he was an underground artist, guerrilla warfare and all that. I've been known about Lil Wayne. So he's one of them guys when it comes to me too. Yeah, Lil Wayne is that dude. I've been paying attention to him since he was a kid.